Located in the southeastern corner of Australia is the remarkable state of Victoria.
What I love about the Mornington Peninsula is it's got this amazing variety of experiences.
The one thing that a lot of the guests say when they come here that they really enjoy is the peace.
The section of river that we run, it's untouched. It's absolutely stunning.
Join us as we discover Victoria's fascinating Indigenous history, take a ride through the rugged high country, and come face to face with Victoria's incredible wildlife. Get ready to experience Australia. We start our journey in Victoria's capital, Melbourne. Known for its world-class food culture, vibrant art scene and iconic laneways, Melbourne is a thriving urban centre with so much to offer. But this modern city also has a proud Indigenous history that endures to this day.
It's actually really important to us that we actually have an opportunity to promote Aboriginal Victoria. You don't need to leave Melbourne to have an Aboriginal experience.
Rob Hyatt is the Manager of Education and Visitor Experience for the Koorie Heritage Trust at Federation Square.
The Koorie Heritage Trust preserves, protects and promotes the unique Aboriginal culture here in Victoria. We have the largest collection of Aboriginal artworks and artefacts in Southern Australia, with approximately 65,000 items that we basically protect on behalf of Aboriginal Victoria.
In addition to physical artefacts, the Koorie Heritage Trust is also committed to the preservation of oral storytelling to ensure that cultural knowledge is handed down to future generations.
I think our oral stories, to me, are probably one of the most important elements to our collections, where we've captured the oral stories of our elders. Some of those in terms of traditional stories, creation stories, but many of them an expression of their lives and what that's meant in terms of how they've passed their knowledge on for Aboriginal people today to listen to and to learn from.
Visitors also have the opportunity to support local Indigenous creators at the Trust's Art Gallery and Gift Shop.
The Koorie Heritage Trust operates as a social enterprise. We give a great opportunity for Aboriginal Victorians to provide product, to support their businesses. And right next to the shop is also our gallery with rolling exhibitions every 3 months. That gives any of our visitors a fantastic opportunity to see how they're expressing their culture today.
The Trust also offers a range of educational walking tours. These tours showcase the ways in which First Nations people lived in the area pre-colonisation.
You can still find that Aboriginal history and Aboriginal cultural sites along the river in the urban landscape. And as part of that, talking about how Aboriginal people did live in this space, what the natural environment looked like prior to settlement. And the other side is then Aboriginal people and their roles through the history of our city. We are not just the cliche of the outback and the bush. So many of our people right around the country actually do live in our urban spaces, but even in those spaces continue to practice culture and to express culture.
Just south of Melbourne is the Mornington Peninsula, home to the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation for tens of thousands of years. The region is a seaside sanctuary that offers an easy escape from the city's hustle and bustle.
Hi, my name is Nick Cooper and I'm the owner of Wild Adventures Melbourne, WAM. So we are based on the Mornington Peninsula, which is in the southeast of Australia, just 1 hour's drive from Melbourne.
The Mornington Peninsula is famous for its rugged coastal landscape, vineyard-dotted hills, and serene natural wonders.
You can come to the Mornington Peninsula and you can just visit a winery. There's over 200 vineyards here, but there's lots more to the peninsula than just a winery. We've got over 190 kilometres of coastline. You have the Port Phillip Bay side of the coastline, which is the beautiful calm beaches with the colourful beach boxes out onto the ocean there, where you can try water sports such as stand-up paddleboarding or go snorkeling. There's no better way to connect with the oceans of the Mornington Peninsula, especially when the dolphins come up and say hello as well.
Port Phillip Bay is home to a myriad of marine life. Perhaps one of its most unique inhabitants is the Weedy Sea Dragon. It's one of the largest members of the seahorse family, growing to a length of 45 centimetres. The Weedy Sea Dragon's distinct colour and shape allows it to blend in perfectly with its surroundings, making it difficult for predators to spot amongst the kelp and coral gardens.
Then you have the southern coastline of the peninsula as well, which is a bit more wild. It faces out onto the Southern Ocean. And then you can go to the other side, to Western Port Bay. You get some little secluded gems.
And one of those gems is a thriving colony of the Australian fur seal. These seals are commonly found near the rocky outcrops of Port Phillip Bay, but they're also very fond of man-made structures near the South Channel. They're a social animal, often seen in large groups, both on land and in sea. They are excellent swimmers and can dive to a depth of up to 200 metres to forage for food. Their thick layer of fur and blubber help them maintain body heat in cold conditions, an adaptation crucial for their survival in the cool waters of Port Phillip Bay.
The best thing about going to a destination is really trying to go beneath the surface of that destination and finding out what it's all about.
Experienced local guides like Nick Cooper can provide visitors with valuable insights into the region's history and help them discover the best secluded locations.
What I love about the Mornington Peninsula is it gives people a variety, a combination of those experiences. It's just a great place to come, spend a few days, spend a few nights, and experience it all.
Just across the water from the Mornington Peninsula is Phillip Island, a place famous for its dramatic coastline, surf beaches, and its protected nature reserves.
I'm located here on beautiful Phillip Island, and it really is a lovely part of Gippsland.
Jude Mail is the owner and operator of the Wild Food Farm.
The Wild Food Farm is a multifaceted venue. We've got the Wild Food Cafe, we've got our Wild Food Sensory Trail, and we've got a great indoor rainforest area that we have music and lots of fun and laughter. We have the native plants growing. People can come, they can visit, they can walk around. They can really enjoy our sensory food trail, touch, smell, sample. That's something so many people just don't have the opportunity for.
Within Phillip Island's eucalyptus-dense interior, a sanctuary was established for one of the island's most famous residents, the Southern Koala. Generally larger than their northern counterparts, the Southern Koala can weigh up to 14 kilograms and have thicker and longer fur to help them stay warm in the cooler climate. Koalas on Phillip Island are protected within the Koala Conservation Reserve, which allows visitors to view these cuddly animals with minimal disturbance.
The one thing that a lot of the guests say when they come here that they really enjoy is the peace. They just sort of love getting out, connecting with nature, just enjoying taking time. Get rid of all the appointments, get rid of all the time restrictions, and just take time to walk around in the bush.
Phillip Island is also a premier surfing destination, offering a variety of surf breaks to suit all levels of surfers. Its consistent swell that rolls in from Bass Strait draws surfers from across the country to its shores.
We have a lot here about sustainability, where we're really trying to educate people, and it's also about seeing what's happening here and what we're doing, where people can relate it back to their own home environment and start thinking about what is important.
A unique and exhilarating way to experience the island's stunning vistas is from a bird's eye view.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required.
Helicopter tours of Phillip Island provide a truly spectacular way to appreciate the island's dramatic landscapes. They also showcase the island's more inaccessible features, such as the Knobbies, located on the western tip.
When you work with nature, it's ever-changing. Seeing the plants take on that mood of the season. Every season has got its own unique character.
Conservation efforts are crucial in maintaining the health and beauty of these environments, ensuring that Phillip Island remains a Victorian treasure for many years to come.
Working in this part of Phillip Island, it's fantastic. I really love it. You get to welcome people in, you know that they're enjoying their experience. Great place to live, ticks a lot of boxes.
Just a short distance away is one of Australia's most iconic wildlife attractions, Phillip Island Nature Parks, home of the Penguin Parade.
My name's Megan Tucker. I'm primarily a visitor experience ranger here at Phillip Island Nature Park. I think everyone just loves penguins. You can't leave here without a smile on your face watching these gorgeous little animals do what they would naturally. The penguins aren't captive, they're wild animals coming here to do their own thing, and I think just getting to see that is something that's really special.
The Penguin Parade is located at the western end of Phillip Island, and people have been coming to this location to watch penguins for over 100 years. Since 1996, the nature parks have been managing tourist numbers to help ensure the safety of our penguin residents. The Penguin Parade features the little penguin, the smallest species of penguin in the world. Each night, visitors flock to see these animals returning from their day at sea to their burrows on the island shore.
I think people are just often surprised by how small the penguins are. People think of penguins, you think of big emperor penguins, but these are little penguins, they're the smallest species. They're only a foot tall, so often people are like, oh my God, they're so tiny, and they're tiny, but they have so much attitude, which is why we love them, because they all have their little personalities that you get to see nice and up close here at the Penguin Parade.
Scientific research into the little penguin has been conducted here since the 1960s. This research has monitored the penguin's habitat, food sources and behaviours, and is used to inform conservation efforts. The money received from tourists visiting the penguins here goes straight back into protecting this species and their habitat. Another feature of the Phillip Island Nature Park is the Antarctic Journey, located nearby at the Knobbies Centre on the western tip of the island. It offers an educational experience that brings the wonders of Antarctica to life through interactive exhibits. Its key aim is to raise awareness about climate change and its impact on polar regions, emphasising the importance of conservation efforts to protect Antarctica's fragile environment.
Every night out here is kind of different. You never know what you're going to get. We get all kinds of other wildlife visiting us, and then the penguins are always doing something different. Whether you come in the breeding season, the molting season, in the middle of winter, they're always doing something interesting and new that you can come and see.
Halfway between Melbourne and Canberra, in the high country of Victoria, is the Alpine National Park. It is a wild, unspoiled landscape marked by snow gum woodlands, alpine meadows, and herb fields that bloom with wildflowers in the spring and summer. And a great way to explore this area is with a local guide like Lynn Baird.
Bogong Horseback Adventures was started in 1986 by my parents. So I grew up in the business and been doing it ever since. So our tours begin here. We saddle up in the morning, take our horses out into the yard, introduce our guests to their horse for the week before heading off on the trip.
An experienced guide like Lynn will teach you how to securely saddle your horse to ensure the safety and comfort of both horse and its rider.
So our tours in the summer months into the Alpine National Park on pack horse supported expeditions. Our guests are greeted at Spring Spur where we have hosted accommodation before and after the tour, and then the 3 or 5 days out in the bush on horseback.
The Alpine National Park in Victoria is the largest national park in the state, covering over 640,000 hectares of rugged mountain ranges, grassy plains and dense bushland.
The high country landscape is such a magical space to be in. It's autumn this time of year, so it's beautiful colours in all the trees, beautiful climate. You've got a nice hot, dry summer and then get a cold winter with snow on the mountains.
The Alpine National Park is also home to some of the nation's best ski slopes, including major ski resorts like Mount Hotham, Falls Creek and Mount Buller. Each provides a variety of slopes for skiing and snowboarding and offer good snow coverage throughout the ski season. And in the spring, there is so much more to discover on foot, including the many historic huts scattered through the national park. A famous example is Craig's Hut, originally built for the 1982 feature film The Man from Snowy River. After filming was complete, the hut became a popular destination for visitors. It's been maintained by the national park for public enjoyment ever since.
People come to get out in the bush, to get a bit of solitude. So I think they really enjoy the pace of the whole experience, coming up to the high country just to switch off a little bit.
Not far away is the town of Eskdale on the Mitta Mitta River. This picturesque river flows through the Alpine National Park to the southeast before eventually joining the Murray River at Lake Hume. And one of the more exhilarating ways to experience the river is in a whitewater raft.
Rafting Australia offer an incredible experience in the wilderness where people get to come together and bond. We're located in northeast Victoria and we operate on 2 sections of the Mitta Mitta River. Our day starts at 8:30 in the morning. We meet at our raft base. We gear you up in absolutely everything you need to go rafting for the day. There's a very, very thorough safety brief, which is super important. We then travel out to the river, do a practice paddle before we get on the water, and then spend about 4.5 to 5 hours negotiating rapids and the incredible scenery.
Professional guides like Linton Smith lead the rafting trips along the Mitta Mitta, ensuring a safe and enjoyable adventure for guests. Known for its challenging rapids and fast-flowing water, the Mitta Mitta provides one of the best whitewater rafting experiences in Victoria.
Our destination, or our wilderness, is the most special thing. The section of river that we run is incredibly remote. No one gets in there. It's untouched. It's absolutely stunning.
The journey downriver offers spectacular views of the Alpine National Park and surrounding areas, with some sections of the river passing through remote and untouched wilderness. It provides a sense of solitude and deep connection with nature. With its dramatic cliffs and breathtaking views, this area provides ideal conditions for another popular activity, Abseiling. It's a thrilling way to experience the natural beauty and rugged landscapes of the Alpine National Park.
They tackle challenges that they've never thought that they could do. They see scenery that you just don't see anywhere else. Everyone who comes on the trip takes away something different from the day. Some people want the adrenaline, other people are just wanting to get away from it. It's so rewarding.
From the serene beauty of the Mornington Peninsula to the wildlife wonders of Phillip Island, Victoria is a land of natural splendour, brimming with culture and rich Indigenous history. Adventure awaits on the southernmost tip of Australia's mainland.